Good morning, class. I am Layalin Tubo, your English 101 teacher. Today, we're going to talk about the inflection rules of verbs. But first, let's define what is inflection. Inflection comes from the Latin word inflector, which means to bend. This denotes a process of word formation in which objects or letters are added to the base form of a word to show grammatical meaning. In other words, it is a process of word formation in which letters are added to the base form of a noun, adjective, or verbs to show grammatical meanings. Inflections are used to show different grammatical classes like tense, person, and number. But we will be focusing only to the inflection rules of verbs in terms of tense, such as the progressive, perfect, past, and the present tense. First, we have progressive. It is a verb tense that indicates a continuing action or an action in progress. The progressive tense is formed with a to be, verb conjugation, and the inflection of ing at the end of the verb. For example, we have here a verb sing, inflected with ing turns into singing, then play into playing, hope into helping, walk into walking, and move into moving. Then now we have here an example sentences. Please read with me. I have been singing. He is playing. It was helping. I had been walking. They were moving. As you notice in the sample sentences, the progressive form singing, playing, helping, walking, and moving expresses an action that is continuing at the time referred to in the sentences. While in perfect tense, it talks about those actions that are already done and completed in a time while we are speaking about them. This tense is expressed by adding one of the auxiliary verbs such as has, had, or have, and inflected with en or ed at the end of the verb. For example, the verb fall, inflected with en, it comes to fallen. Then rolled into rolled, chose into chosen, write into written, and seemed into seemed. The ed indicates the past tense. Like for example, the word handed. It is made up of the stem hand and the inflection of ed. And then talk into talked, want into wanted, look into looked, and call into called. However, the s inflection indicates the present tense. Like for example, the word remove. If it is inflected with s, it will become into the present tense removes. And buy into buys, hurt into hurts, say into says, and follow into follows. And here are some examples of words that inflected with s in the sentences. First, we have she removes her jacket. He buys ice cream. It hurts the most. He says he loves music. She follows the instructions. As you can see, the underlying words here are the third person follows by the verbs that inflected with s to make the sentence into the present form. Note that there are verbs that do not follow the inflection rules, such as irregular verbs. Like for example, the word catch. it is marked as past tense by changing its vowel sounds and its spelling, producing the word caught. Some words such as must and ought are never inflected at all, no matter what context in which they appear. That's all for today. I hope you have learned about our topic, inflections in the inflection rules of verbs. Thank you for listening.